guys, welcome back to my channel Warpaint. I'm Tara Michelle, and today we're doing highlighters, but what is on my lips, girl, is what I'm thinking about because I lost the cap to this little sucker and I just put it on. Where could it have gone? There's not very many places it could be, but it is gone. Where is it? Anyway, this is the Rouge Budding Rouge Long Lasting Lip Pencil in 067. That is the only thing I have on my lips. I started to line my lips with it. I was going to go full out with Divine Wine from Maybelline, and I thought, no, let's just stop here. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
I tried so hard, I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
What was that? Okay, so today we're doing the long-awaited collection videos. Now, I have to ask you at the beginning of this, please leave it in the comments if you want a full makeup collection or if you want collections in categories. I'm willing to do that. I decided to do a highlighter collection just because I had gotten a couple back to back, so I thought, well, let's just do a collection video. So if you want a collection video of my makeup thus far, just to kind of end the year with what I have, and then maybe do another one next year, do a full makeup collection or do categories. I want to know, because I will do either one for you, or I can just make everyone happy and do collections and then a full collection video. What do you want? Let me know, because I don't know, because I typically don't watch makeup collection videos because I just don't. It's just not one of the things I watch, but I want to make videos you want to watch. Okay, so let's get into this. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of liquid highlighters. I'm doing liquid and powder highlighters in this, and also one illuminating primer that I think is just like amazing. So let's get started. I'm going to be doing some swatch-a-roonies, and I have some weird tanning things going on, so forgive. But let's just jump into these highlighters, shall we? Okay, let's start off with the illuminizing oil-free photo finish primer from Smashbox. That, for some reason, my brain just stopped functioning when I was trying to tell you about this. Okay, so this is my favorite illuminating primer. What I like to use with this, yeah, is my Estee Lauder Double Wear. It makes my Estee Lauder Double Wear not so much matte, but just a really glowy, nice finish, nice and healthy looking versus like a flat matte. Really like this. This is obviously a little sample size. This is like a deluxe sample, but I want to go full size on it, but I have the Smashbox pore refining one right now, and I kind of don't want like a full size, so I think I'm going to get their smaller size. And in case you don't know about the Smashbox, not this size, but there is a 1 ounce size, because this is 0.4 fluid ounces, or maybe there's 0.5. Let me see. It must be a 0.5 because the Smashbox photo finish is 1 fluid ounce, so it's 0.5, so this one's just a little bit smaller than half. They are less expensive to buy two of them versus one full size. I think it costs you $15 for a small one, and so you can get, you know, 2 of them for $30, or you can get one of these for either, I'll put it right here what it is exactly. I think it's like $35 or $36, so you can get it for less if you get the smaller one in this case, which is totally weird because that's not usually how it goes when you buy a smaller version of a full-size product. Can she talk today? She cannot, because she's wearing a cashmere sweater. Okay, so these liquid ones I have like an abundance of samples of. Like, I have tons of Benefits High Beam, tons of Benefits What's Up. What's up with that? Okay, so What's Up is not liquid, but it's cream, so I'm going to talk about all of that stuff. So High Beam is a pinky highlighter, and I can't do a swatch of the Smashbox because I can't even get anything out of that anymore, but it's really pretty. So High Beam is kind of a pinkish highlighter, and what I like to do with this is, if I'm using it, if I'm using any kind of liquid or cream highlight, I like to put it on before my foundation because I don't want to put it over top of my foundation, because I typically use the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and it sets really kind of quickly, and I don't feel like I can apply creams over it very easily. So this is a nice one to match or pair with It Cosmetics CC cream, I think, and just add like a luminosity to it. So I really did like that over the summertime. And then I have the Benefit Watts Up, which I also use with like a CC cream or a BB cream because it is cream as well. And I like to just literally apply this right over top of it what I'm wearing. And this is more of a champagne color. I feel like it's a little bit more wearable than the one I just talked about, High Beam. I was like, wow, is it? And it's more of a champagne pink. So that's on top is the Watts Up right there. And it's long lasting. And one thing I like to do as well is apply cream highlights underneath my foundation so there's more of a glow from within. So that's what I like to use those two for. And then there's this one I got from Rouge Bunny Rouge, but I don't have any details on it. They sent me just a sample size, but it's like a really pearly white highlight, and I haven't used it yet, but I will swatch it for you and kind of leave the information on it down below. So I would use this underneath a foundation or mix it with a foundation because over top it is like pure white. Unless you have porcelain skin, this one's going to be hard to pull off, that's for sure, as far as creams go. So that's the Rouge Bunny Rouge one. Like I said, I have the details of that listed down below. And those are my 3 creams and or liquids that I like to use. Talk about powder highlighters in my collection. These are ones that I like typically grab for, but I still have them in my collection. They're not my everyday highlighters. I'm obsessed with a couple right now. But these are ones that I've had before. I found like my holy grail homegirl ones. So this one was sent to me by my friend Emily, and it's by Philosophy. It's the Grace, the Color of Grace Amazing Grace Shimmering Face Powder. And I have the little sleeve over it because actually I'm probably going to give this to my daughter when she's older. Just to keep, not to use, obviously. But it has Grace engraved in it. It's really pretty. Pink highlight, and it's like a blush topper for me because it is so pink. And I wanted to talk about what I have in my collection and kind of tell you like should you get it, that kind of thing. I don't think these Philosophy highlights are anything to get excited about, so I don't recommend this one, but I have it just because it's so pretty. It says Grace in it, and I think it's kind of sweet, and I keep losing the sleeve. My friend Emily sent it to me, so of course I'm going to keep this around, and definitely I'm going to keep it for my daughter just to have, you know, because it's fun, and I don't really use it, but it's part of the collection, so I can't leave her out. Okay, first high-end highlighter powder that I ever invested in was the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. I really still do like this one. I have a little bit of a dent in it, but as far as highlighters go, it's like how much of a dent can you make in these. This is a golden champagne color, super intense. I've questioned myself on how much I've put on of this before when I've walked outside and seen how I'm beaming with this on, but it is really intense. It's really nice as a lid color as well. Also as an inner corner highlight, it's really beautiful. I definitely recommend it. The formulation is nice. It stays on. It's just a bam in your face highlighter. I do love it, so I definitely recommend it. Especially, you know, if you're really looking to go full out. And that one's accessible. You know, you can get it on Haute Look and everything like that, so it's nice. And then the next one I have is the Cindy Luminizer from The Balm as well. This is their pink kind of tone of highlights, pinky peach. So I'm going to show these two together. This one I find is way more chalky and less of a luminizer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really see like shabam. It's just not my style. Like, if I'm going to highlight, I'm really going to do it, and that does not do it for me. So you may see that in an upcoming regrets video because I just don't like totally love that, but it's in my collection, so I'm showing her. One that I really do love that is new for this year is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and I got the color Rose in the powder highlights. These are really good, you guys. Like, if you're looking for a highlighter and you can't afford the high end or just don't want to spend the money, go to the drugstore, get one of these. I recommend all 3 of them. I've swatched all 3. I think they're really beautiful. Ultimately, I ended up choosing Rose. I think it's a gorgeous highlight. It's more on the pink side, obviously, but like for the winter months, I think this is just gorgeous. So I definitely recommend the L'Oreal True Match Lumi powders. I think they're really pretty. I haven't tried the liquid highlighters, but like I said, I'm not like a huge fan of those. I like the powders better. So anyway, I definitely recommend those, and I think they work awesomely, and it lasts a long time, and it's Drugstore. So it's the final countdown. Okay, like top 3 of my life highlighters. Okay, so I still have a number 1, but here, let's go top 3. So the third one is going to be Max Oh Darling. I know a lot of you probably didn't get your hands on this, and I kind of want to say this. I don't think it's that big of a deal that you didn't get your hands on it, because I have had some struggles with this. Now they have this really pretty imprint, these lines, and then it says MAC here on the bottom. I have had to dig the product out of this pan, and it's making me upset because I'm ruining the design first of all, but I have to basically ruin it to get the product to apply nicely onto my skin. So let me do a swatch for you. Now here's the thing. This swatches next to Champagne Pop really similar, and I'll show you. It's just really similar, and you can still get Champagne Pop. It's still available. You can't get this one. I don't like the way it applies because of this, and then when you're out in the sun, like, you are basically a glitter bomb went off, and it's not like a natural glowing highlight. So I got this one first. So the second place winner of my favorite highlight is Champagne Pop. I ended up getting Champagne Pop within the palette because the reason why I didn't get the full size was because, well, I have a love affair with another Becca highlight, and I was like, well, it's limited edition. How long am I going to be able to talk about it on my channel? Yada yada yada. So I got the palette because, you know, that had the new pearl in it, has Champagne Pop, and then the blush topper. So let me show you Champagne Pop, which is number 2 on my list of favorites as far as highlighters go. And it's almost tied for first because it is so gorgeous. And swatched next to the MAC one, it's less intense, but it's almost more wearable because the MAC one is so gold. And I think Champagne Pop literally, like, you can put it on top of your blush and you're not going to see like this glittery effect. It literally just makes you have this beautiful highlight that looks really natural, whereas the MAC one is really glittery. And I feel like I might do a separate video where I compare the two and go more in depth, just in case people don't watch all of this one. But it's like, I definitely recommend Champagne Pop over Max Oh Darling. So you can still get that one too. It is also limited edition, but I think it's way better. The formulation of Becca highlighters is unbeatable to me, I think. So those are those two next to each other, and then I'll swatch the other highlighters from the palette. Here's Becca's Pearl. Now this is going to be great for fair skin girls, and you know what this reminds me of? I was going like gaga over, there was a limited edition last fall, I think in the Chanel collection, of a highlighter, and I was like, well, I'm not fair skin, but that looks amazing. Nikki Tutorials has worn Pearl. Sorry, I keep looking at my swatch and not at you guys. I apologize. That's probably really annoying. Nikki Tutorials has worn this by itself. She's very fair skin. It looked amazing. So if you guys have fair skin, you're really going to like this highlight. I've mixed it with Champagne Pop just to get use out of it, and that's a lot easier for me. So let's look at this bronze color that they also have, which I think Sam Sherman, this one's the blush copper, wore it on her eyes, and she has blue eyes. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty as an eyeshadow. So the blush copper is kind of a blush topper. I mean, you would have to top your blush with it, unless you really want to wear that as a blush. I think if you were like super dark skinned, holy mackerel, that would look amazing on dark skin as a blush. But yeah, I want to be careful with this one. I haven't even played with this one. It's like so intense. I feel like I need to be really tan for that one. So those are my top 2, and then my top 2. My 2 and 3, but my number 1 is Broken Still. I still haven't fixed her. It's Becca's Skin Perfector in Opal, and it busted a couple weeks ago, and I still haven't gotten to fix it, but I have some that is still together, so I'll give you a good swatch of her. This is just an amazing highlight. My favorite. Subtle, yet it does the job. It's beautiful. It's my favorite. It works with my skin tone the whole year. I will always repurchase this thing. I won't have to. I'm going to fix this one. I'm not going to repurchase it. But you know what? Becca highlighters are just amazing, and I really feel like going back and getting the Champagne Pop full size, because why not have it in the collection? It does the job, you know what I mean? And I think that it's just like super beautiful. So I'll compare it to Opal and kind of show you the difference, because there is a difference. Otherwise I wouldn't really get it. See, that one's more gold. There's Champagne Pop, and then there's Opal. And it's just different. I do feel different when I wear both of them. I like them. Oh man, they were just so close to number one. Becca has got me as far as highlighters go. So if you're really looking for a highlighter, I definitely suggest investing in a Becca highlighter. I think they are the best. You're not missing out on Oh Darling, I don't think, unfortunately. Although it's amazing. I feel like a glitter ball when I'm wearing it, especially during the daytime. But I was like obsessed with it when I first got it. But I'm a little upset for how hard it is to dig. And I think that these two are just so beautiful. So this is my highlighter collection. Sorry I spent most of the time not looking at you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments below if you want a collection video and or category collection videos. You know what I'm saying? So leave that in the comments below and I'll do those videos for you. I hope you're having an awesome week and I will see you really soon in my next video. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite #1 Holy Grail Homegirl highlighter is. The only ones that I really still want are, besides like the full-size Champagne Pop, is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. But I think it's really close to Champagne Pop, so I don't want like to have 3 that are really similar. But maybe I do. I don't know. Someday maybe I'll get that. So anyway, let me know in the comments below what your favorites are, and I will see you soon in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.